Okay, so I'm just going to run through running the calculate dry quantity wizard and just reviewing the results of that. Okay, so I've either select my wizard from a shortcut on the startup screen or from the procedures menu. Okay, so it's just welcome to the Herbst calculate product dry quantity wizard. This wizard helps you calculate the dry quantity for selected document products. Okay, so I'm given a choice of documents to include in this run. So I can filter by the date, the scope, whether the document is approved, unapproved, or I don't care, the location in question, and the type of documents I want to include. So I'm going to exclude purchase quotations. Okay, and I'm going to go next. Okay, so what it does, it prepares the list of documents for me. Okay, so you can view or edit documents before calculate dry quantity for them. To do this, quick view/edit on the toolbar or in the shortcut menu. Okay, so just produce a list of the documents that I've selected. Highlights any that have an issue. So as you can see, there's 12 documents need my attention. So I'll just find them and have a look at the various issues. For non-blanks. Okay, so I can see, based on the names of the columns here, I can see the moisture is missing off them all. So the lab results haven't come back yet. So I'm just going to exclude all these. So I just highlight them and remove them. And then I've got my my list without any problems. You might notice here on the right hand side that the moisture source column tells you where the moisture is coming from on a particular document. So even though I've got a cost receipt docket selected here, it's picking the moisture from the purchase invoice, as that's deemed to be the most correct, and it's going to update the cost receipt docket. It's also shown me what the results of the calculation are going to be. So I've got 10 tonne here of green barley on this cost receipt docket, and that's going to convert to 9.49 tonne of dry barley. Okay, so if I just hit next, again, it just produces a list of all the dockets that are going to be modified for me. There's all of them there. And hit next, and it saves them all off. And I finish. Okay, so now that's what that's done is it's updated an item user field on all those documents to enter the dry quantity for me. It's put in two user fields, one called dry quantity and one called dry quantity BMU. So one is in the unit that the document is created in, unit measure, and the BMU quantity is in the BMU quantity of that product. So I'm just going to open the grid view here, and these are the tickets, cost receipt dockets, purchase invoices, or whatever other type of documents on the purchases side that were updated with the dry quantity. I can pivot that to sum the dry quantity and the quantity by product. Okay, so it gives me, I'll put name in there as well, gives me just a summary of what I'm expecting for each product. So I've got the green quantity there and the dry quantity there. Now the oats were not included, so but for every other product I've got, what I might need to do is filter the grid view to show only products that where a dry quantity exists. So if I do that, I'll get a better actual show non-empty values. Okay, I'll get a proper reading. That's more like it. Okay, so I've got barley, oats, wheat, green barley, green beans, green rapeseed, and the equivalent quantity of that in dried. Now that might not be match exactly when these are actually converted using the wizard. You might not get actually that exact figure, but this is just an estimate, so you can project your sales of it for later on. Okay.